Oh, that's gross. How to not feel like this on Instagram and social media. Hey everybody, we're out here shooting photos for my buddy Josh's Instagram. He's a pretty amazing photographer and we're out here shooting some sponsored photos for Bose and the NFL. It's my first time looking at the behind the scenes of a professional Instagram influencer account. And I wanted to take the opportunity to talk about something, that feeling of inadequacy that comes from browsing social media and seeing so many photos and videos of people who seem better looking, richer, more popular, more talented, making it feel like our own lives aren't good enough. It's a sucky feeling that makes us feel like we matter less than the lives that we see on screen. Over time, I've learned a few things that helped me to start using social media in a healthier light. These are lessons that I have to continually relearn every single day, but I still wanted to share this because it breaks my heart how so many of us come to doubt our very self-worth because of these images and these videos that we see on the screen. And as always, I've saved the best for last, so make sure to watch this to the end. So number one, always have a reason for specifically why you're using Instagram, Facebook, or whatever platform you're on. Are you location scouting? Are you looking for artistic inspiration? Trying to connect with old friends? With a goal, you're saying, I want Instagram to give me X value. So you can more dependably walk away feeling good because you actually got something out of it. If you don't know what you're looking for, chances are you're more likely to find something that puts you down rather than builds you up. And this goes even if you're bored. If you're bored, are you looking to feel inspired, to find something funny, to laugh, or have moments of connections with friends? If you know what you're looking for, you can better curate your experience to give you value. Which leads me to number two. Number two, curate your inputs. Be careful and intentional about who you follow. It sounds obvious, but whatever content you follow will be shown to future you. So follow creators who build you up and add value to you, inspire you, and make you feel good about yourself, rather than making you feel inadequate. Take note of when you feel bad and pay attention to what made you feel that way and why. So you can either work on yourself internally or set up your future self to see better content in your feed. Number three, do it for the art, not the likes. This one's a hard one. Once you try to validate your self-worth with likes, you're already fighting a losing battle. I mean, because how many likes are you worth as a person? You can never get enough. And even if you get those quick wins of more likes than you thought you would get, that sets the bar for making you feel even worse the next time. And you just need to get more and more and more likes, and you'll never feel satisfied. One way to do it for the art and not for the likes is to use Instagram as a place to collect and savor the best moments in your life so you can appreciate more what you have. Number four, find out the story behind each post. Talk to people, engage and comment instead of taking the photo or video at face value. We humanize ourselves and others through story. Story is how we see the world and are able to put ourselves into other people's shoes. Oftentimes it's the polished, photoshopped exterior that makes us feel like these people's lives are better than our own lives. Because, well, honestly, it's designed to. These posts are works of art designed to look cool and amazing and remarkable because that's the point. Think about how much time and effort people spend on these photos and videos. Like Josh here is a professional photographer. That's his full-time thing. There's so many logistics and stress and effort that go behind these photos that you don't often see unless you dig into the story to relate with the people behind them. And you know what? I could probably talk about how you could also see the flaws in these other people's lives too. In that way, try to be better than them. But that'll only land you in the same place again. Once you start measuring yourself by trying to be better than other people, you've already lost. Even if you've won this time, you're further cementing this idea of competition into your self-worth. The only way to really get out of that hole is to give up on competition altogether and focus instead on community. So this leads me to perhaps the most important one that I have to keep relearning every single day. And that is number 5, focus on giving. Focus on building people up rather than trying to build yourself up. The mind is a funny thing. When you feel like you don't have enough and you have to scratch and dig and grab onto every single like for dear life, you're in a mindset of scarcity. And I believe that scarcity mindset is what brings out the worst in all of us. You end up in a selfish mode simply to survive. And that is where we become our worst selves. But see, when you give, that puts you in a totally different mindset where you're focused on building people up because you already have enough yourself. It gives you the peace and security to focus on others. You begin to want to give back, and then you become focused on how to make other people feel appreciated. And ironically, that's when you really start to get so much more in return, because giving really is contagious. So this deep mission is what really led me to quitting my job, to figure out how to build something sustainable around content that builds us up and shows people they matter. And part of that is sharing my story in hopes that it brings value to you, even if just showing you that you're not alone in trying to figure this whole life thing out. So I've put together a playlist of everything I've learned so far on this journey right here. Click on that right now to go see some of those other videos. And one of the biggest joys for me on this journey has been the community. If you feel that building people up is worth fighting for, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell notification button so you don't miss a single video. And thanks so much to my buddy Josh. Go check out his Instagram. He's got some really cool photos on there.